Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So last time we did Homeward main event, which you can see right here. So today we're gonna go on. Yes, so right now we're gonna go on the day two of this event. So yeah, so let us go and do the part two. Okay.
Ah, we made it! Wow, the whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Now I don't know if this guy is gonna join the Favonius Knights.
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka had. He didn't stop me from leaving back then. Or throw any administrative roadblock.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, and let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night, yes?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
Oh man, poor Waka.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
Oh.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for—
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time.
Anytime? 1 second.
Ask away.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Deval? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things.
Oh, damn. So I guess like the story is only gonna show us the very important parts. Yep. At least I appreciate that these guys are gonna reduce the
The remaining
redundancy,
content
right?
doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Absolutely.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fun—
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can. The parts you're testing today are more stable. So, of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
I mean, Jean and Walker kind of look like a pretty good couple. Like, yeah, these guys kind of suit each other.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request.
Yep, that checks.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story.
For a reunion without tears. Okay.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favo.
Wait, is this the bit where we steal— or, borrow the Holy Lyre?
Could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also,
Don't worry. See? Here comes Diluc.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to... Come on. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part.
It's all thanks to that committed performance.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
You'll delete them? Wait, so are we like inside a video editing software? Like, are we inside a video where she's gonna take all the videos, strip the unnecessary parts, just keep the important ones in the scene?
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably...
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing,
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre.
This is like getting to...
I wonder what would happen if, this time...
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Alright, no, this guy's gotta get kicked from Senora.
I doubt you need a hint for this area.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Kaya? And Varka?
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
Yo, this guy's jawline is something else.
You ain't messing around, huh?
Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole...
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like...
Let me see here. It looks like magical auto-load has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with...
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be...
You all sure are getting into character.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then... Ugh. Just imagine...
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't...
When your free time is as precious as mine...
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry. I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to...
I couldn't keep up with you after all.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people.
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
Oh, I've entered your jurisdiction, my lord.
How dare you stand in our way? You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work.
Of course. After
The Holy Liar! There it is! Well, well, well.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
Oh boy. Official dress as Fatui?
No! We're too...
Put the liar down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson maid.
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with... Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz.
Sissons.
Take care. The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui.
Dream, huh?
Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is...
Fischl is... or, the Fatus...
Fatus. Official Fatus.
Here, take it away. And don't let them catch you.
Wait a second.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
What? Gliding champion of Fatui? That's something else.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations. Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
That's not Amber you need now.
Here they come. Positions, everyone.
Positions?
So this is where the chase ends this... Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times...
Yes. I remember it being much more run down. This place is...
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of...
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic, so we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Go big or go home, huh?
Yeah, this is go big, alright.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just...
Huh?
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can. That voice!
Mona. Oh, you
know about her? But Mona came...
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back?
What? But... How? No one in the Hexen Circle should...
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Granddaughter.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hags. Anyway, how do we cross?
Aw, come on. Don't.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus who... All right. If you want the answer...
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false. So, one must shift one's gaze elsewhere.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh boy, I'm gonna slip all the time. One, two.
Try to keep up!
looks like Mika's guarding this.
Oh, hey!
Hello, Grandmaster. No. Wait, my line.
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance all our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how But when I actually had to stand off against all of you, I mean, Mr. D looked practically...
Really?
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve. Anyway, you...
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika. It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off you go!
On me! Yeah.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite.
Stand aside. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded!
Try to keep up!
Don't be a killjoy!
Yahoo!
We just begun. Is that all you got?
That's gonna leave a scar. Try to keep up!
You can't run!
On me! Up the ante!
Miscalculate. Okay. You win.
Probably because you had to act like a fatous.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatooth costume.
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan?
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate. So, on behalf...
Well, that's... Speaking of, how have things been since you... Same old, same old. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them all.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working.
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand...
On me!
The Fatous up ahead values wealth above. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiate.
Yeah.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Man, I thought I looked... Anyway, if you want to get into that room...
Try to keep up! Huh?
Wait, Mona? Again? What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more. The crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're... Let's talk bit. That's all. No. I would have thought. Hey! Did you... What? All right, here's the crest. Oh, and by the way, well, I spend most of my time staring. Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look at.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
Yeah.
Without the crests, I can't act... Man. Anyway, if...
On me.
This was the first one. Where could the second one was over there with Mona.
Yeah. Huh? On me. Yeah.
Talk about bad luck.
Yeah.
The Fatus up ahead is a pragmatist.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest. Yeah.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Durin?
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree. Apparently, There's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a...
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui guard...
Wow, that's a
Oh, because Mika is guard A.
As expected, Alice has got... Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
On me.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole...
Thanks.
No problem.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the Of course you want to make things difficult. Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Try to keep up!
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up? Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said...
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. Allow me to clarify before we proceed.
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating. And
So then, I'm the one who
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with
Tis true, though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage. Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us. Look, the ravens get confused if they don't hit. Group 2, reinforce.
Try to keep up!
Yeah. Huh?
Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
On me!
Huh? Yeah.
Burn! Ha!
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all.
He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Barbados, guide us.
Maria sweeping in! Burn! Thunder!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright. I know.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic.
Yeah! Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what...
I doubt the mages want us to just break...
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition, then?
Wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed?
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein.
Very well. I shall allow the just... Be gentle.
You sure?
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the...
It's open!
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of now seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit... regret...
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel it, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is...
Ah, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same... The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze...
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be... Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and the cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons, and the further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the care, which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption, considering their target was Dvalin. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your... Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that land also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt.
Right, reducing the abyssal corruption.
If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do?
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler?
Don't mind grape juice.
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without...
Disappointing, but... Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
Love those little details. Yep. A pair of dandelion wine on the Barbados statue here.
Alright. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being... The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose it
to our honorary knight.
Absolutely. Why not, right?
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya.
Aww. The final stop in the journey, Snezhnaya, is gonna come. Sooner than later. Couldn't believe, like, the next 5 to 6 months, I would say.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
Oh, which means Mavuika hasn't, I guess, given up her Gnosis?
But if even the captain couldn't take Mawika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
At least the captain ain't alive.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Of course not.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have... I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not... Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what me. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the—
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
She was the greatest assassinator for Senora, by the way.
Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. So I suspect that Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Nod-Krai. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off, but my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a—
Aw, seriously.
Dun dun dun!
Klee?
Dun dun dun!
Oh, fish blasting. Oh, Alice and Klee.
Da da da!
Wait a second. The fish blasting.
This is so fun! I think so too. Come on. Mom! When can I play with the magic toy? Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it. Yay! Can we? Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a...
Okay, for a reunion without tears. This is done, huh? Why does this place feel so, you guessed it right, like kinda empty, by the way? So now let us go and finish the challenges for day 2, right? Oh, what a scene.
Good afternoon, traveler.
Emily, it's been a long time, man.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents, both actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward. I have faith in your choice.
Oh, that's a beautiful juice, man.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcome. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding. If you need time to mull things over, oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well. When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances, and to my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern. Relax. Let's just say that sweetness isn't all, even in daily life. I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and. It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by. In such conditions, one sense of smell. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving. It seems something similar when mixed properly. All the. Yes, that's it. Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the special security in the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit. They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for me. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many. However, this is a special case. Windwheel aster.
The various parts of the Windwheel Aster plant can be ground into a powder. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cat seemed to really like it. What? Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Just from our... Perhaps you possess a natural talent.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumi-Doo.
The colors are cooler and more Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of Windwheel Asters? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers. Your cocktail not only Therefore, I suggest the winds and clouds of Mondstadt soar. Really? Now it's time to slowly savor. Thank you so much. This is the most memorable. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a once I've perfected the recipes. I hope you'll do me the honor of being the. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
Goodbye, Emily. See you in the court of Fontaine.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, as the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties.
Descended of sins, huh?
Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy.
Oh man. These two are fantastic ladies, like made for each other, I guess.
Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details.
Ooh.
But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things. Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome.
A mixologist is back. Wolf hooks, okay. Into small bits, huh? Shake gently? Oh, shake harder. Damn. Goblet M. Aromatic Goblet M, okay. Star Salt, okay. I don't know if this is an energy drink though.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Oh man.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then. Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite? Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creation. Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad. And they weren't happy to be taking orders from. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow. With no fire, those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, I'm completely fine. But it was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, in that book Miss Magistus lent me. The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it said. After a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to properly play host to Miss Clorand. I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, Following it still shows I've made an effort to understand. Besides, who doesn't like when I gave it to her at our post-training banquet? If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the legit. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started to. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime, we had to set up pots and campfires. Now we just need to bring our standard field ration. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue." In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef. Oh my. To be honest, before Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old a more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her. Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Cloran's abilities more than match those, incorporating a commemorative cocktail at a time. That definitely matches the That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of... There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just... Fire! In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over. Following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. You really are good. Why don't we try As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with fire. Brilliant.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my romance. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drink slowly, but I'm sorry. Can you mix me another? Ah. Oh, no. Whatever. I feel fantastic. I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in. By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting Grand Master. I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Oh man, seriously. Okay, what else is left? Now who's gonna come next? Cloren?
Suspicion While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper, and there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here. So you're... and that look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask. Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you.
The initial drink looks like the same we have given to Eula, I guess. Small pieces. Shake properly. That's not. I mean, I either like the subtle moments of the small shake or the dramatic shakes, but this medium shake wasn't too good, I would say. Right?
Your caramel blaze is ready.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma... It's quite... I'm all right. I just need a little... As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as from a purely rational perspective. Alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, Captain Eula, whom I sparred with earlier, she even gifted me a bottle of Romaritime flower fruit extract, which is no longer produced in Fontaine and can now only be found overseas.
Maritime flower fruit extract. Yeah, I mean, it is a Fontanian wine, no longer produced in Fontaine, but we could say it's manufactured
Out of the
overseas,
utmost
right?
respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines. I truly appreciate all the trouble. When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer, since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some. I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sijui know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume. I'm not sure. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sijui praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and... She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a... Best to just let things take the... Indeed it is. The Knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, they told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you. You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember, but I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they were... After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they... I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first... Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop. However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different. Perhaps because I've mostly just recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a... Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. Of course, there is a solution to this. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as... If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness... Are you already planning the details of our... Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, so when the time comes, I think you... All right. Even if it's still a bit strong.
What is this glass?
All right, this new creation is a cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists.
Have you added fruit wine? There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances. The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fun. But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That certainly matches the impression. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my mouth. Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself. I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. Thanks to you, whether I'm summarizing the key lessons from my exchange with Miss Eula, or discussing strategy with the Knights of...
File aware Mondstadt. Five discrepancy logs. Okay. We're gonna look for 5 things which are pretty unusual.
Hey there, friend. Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the real adventure... Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations. Anyway, I heard this whole world was constructed from magic. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig. Not today, I'm afraid. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot. True, but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go? Huh. But could we even take them back and...
So that's where Fiona? What are you doing here? It's my first time seeing these little guys. Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has... And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to... Looks like your campaign. Of course. The only thing missing... but that's not a... So, Alice said... Hey! Then you should... Weird.
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen? Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
But then, how do I even...
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed... Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head... Wait, what? What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch...
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the...
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they...
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them...
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent...
Where could it be now? This vase. That's usual cart, right? Flora. Means I think it could be here though. What's it?
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt.
Emily?
Wait. Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers? Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to.
Nice! That should help you.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear. I certainly have a lot to research.
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Really? That would be I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance.
Okay, so we are done with all discrepancies. Let's see though. Alright, it's here now. Okay, that's nice. Okay, multiplier is 10. Okay, Illugan. Okay, that's great. Who would I love to put? I mean, I would love to put Furina and. Alright.
Let my name echo in song!
Begone, shadow of darkness! All the light shines.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite the dust! Smite the dust! A moonlit night for all. Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Behold, the dawn! You got this!
Be cleansed! The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines! Arrogant and presumptuous! Divine light, shield them! Without further ado, a new moon rises. Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Stop that!
Begone, shadow of darkness! Go get him, maiden!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Light the dust!
A moonlit night for all. Let my name echo in song!
Shadow of darkness!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way!
A moonlit night for all. Flame.
Strike a pose!
Light compels you!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines!
Oh, frozen reaction. Mm. So where is this coffee? Okay, this coffee is taken into consideration, and now let's take Furina. What's it?
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. No, at first the flavor. Let my name echo in song. Another star goes out.
Goose on the loose!
Off to the breach. Let the world collide. Rain cutter. Let me read you a verse. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! At first, the flavor. Into the void.
Yep, because we anyways need to get more than 4,000. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense not to do more than 4,000 because they're not gonna give us the extra reward. So why not close it 4,000 and call it a day, right? Hmm. Weapons appearance preview. Not bad. I think I might put this on Mona. Okay. So the next one will come say in 11 hours. Eleven, 1 day later, and then this. This is fantastic. Now why is Sky here, by the way? So I guess like this is it for now. So we are done with the day 2. Okay. And let's see if there's anything in the shop, by the way. Alright. We have the intertwined fates to exchange. Let us exchange for some, right? I'll exchange. I'll try and get Waka if possible. I mean, he's a decent character. If you like mixing a lot of reactions together. But you know what's the problem? I already have Chaska. So why do I need Waka, right? If possible, I'll try to get Chaska's bow. I'm currently using this. And I don't know if I have extra claymore weapons for Waka. I think I have. I might think about giving this wolf's gravestone, or I don't know which one. But yeah, I might tend to give one of the claymores, which would be perfect say for Waka. Wait, now I've just segregated weapons. So I have this, meaning I have this. I don't know which could be Waka's best free to play though. But yeah, I would love to give like one of these weapons. And I'm yet to even upgrade Mona's personal weapon. Why not? Let's do that, right? So right, so I'll take my leave for now. And if you guys did love such content, consider giving us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more GenshinImpact contents. I'll see you guys in the next one. Right? I guess yes, the Imaginarium Theater is reset, so I'll meet you here now. I'll meet you in Imaginarium Theater. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.